Good day everyone. So today, we're going to tackle about piecewise functions. So, what is a piecewise function? It says here, a piecewise function is a function defined by a multiple of sub-functions, each of which applies to a different domain. Piecewise defined functions can take on a variety of forms. Their pieces may be all linear or a combination of functional forms. Due to this diversity, there is no parent function for piecewise defined functions. So here is an example of piecewise function. Here is an example of real-life situation using piecewise function. Jeepney fares follow a piecewise function. In a certain city, the fare is 8 pesos for the first 4 kilometers and an additional of 1 pesos and 50 centavos in the succeeding kilometers. So, write a piecewise function that will model the fare in jeepney. So, to write a piecewise function model, what I'm going to do is to basically just analyze the problem. So, first thing is, let f of x be the fare for the jeepney. F of x is the fare for the jeepney. And then, x is equal to distance, or the distance covered in kilometers. X is the distance covered in kilometers. So here is our first guide. So for our first case, it says here, the fare is 8 pesos for the first 4 kilometers. So the fare is at fixed price of 8 pesos. So the fare, which is f of x, is a fixed price of 8 pesos. That if and only the distance or the x is less than or equals to 4. So for our first case, here is our piecewise function model. For the second case, the fare is added by 1 pesos and 50 centavos for every succeeding kilometers beyond 4 kilometers. So, what I'm going to do is still to write the fare, which is f of x, and then the distance, which is x, minus the 4 kilometers that we already consumed, since we are beyond 4 kilometers, multiplied by the additional fee of 1 pesos and 50 centavos, and then the fixed price of 8 pesos. That if the distance, or x, is greater than 4. So here we have our second case for piecewise function model. So the last thing we're going to do is to combining the two cases that we get. So to combine both cases, let f of x equals, combining the two cases, the price is 8 pesos if and only the distance, or x, is less than or equals to 4 here. So we don't really need to write a peso sign here because we are making a piecewise function model. And then the second case, which is still 8 pesos, and then plus the additional fee of 1 pesos and 50 centavos, and the consumed distance, which is x minus 4, that if x is greater than 4. So here we have our piecewise function model. Last problem for piecewise function model. So a certain chocolate bar costs 45 pesos per piece. However, if you buy more than 15 pieces, they will be marked down to a price of 36 pesos per piece. So still, we need to analyze the problem. So to write a piecewise function model, let C of n is the cost of the chocolates. And then the n is the number of chocolates that you will buy. So number of chocolates that you will buy, you write it here, pieces. Pieces of chocolates. And then To write a piecewise function model, we will just automatically combine both cases. So C of n, the price is 45 pesos per piece. So we need to just multiply the 45 pesos to the number of chocolates that you will buy. Then here, n. That if the number of chocolates to the pieces of chocolates is greater than 0 or less than or equals to 15 pieces. Then it says here, however, if you buy more than 15 pieces, they will be marked down to a price of 36 pesos. So 36 pesos, the number of chocolates multiplied by the number of chocolates if and only the number of chocolates you will buy is greater than 15 or more than 15. So here we have our piecewise function model for the problem. So, why do we need to study piecewise functions? We need to study piecewise functions because this will help us calculate payment rates and other scientific and financial problems. And also, this will serve as your guide for the upcoming lessons. And that would be all for today. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching this video and God bless.